Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Atul, and yet again we have another personality with us. Her name is Bhavna Singh. Now, she's a professor. She studied mass media and she's a coordinator with Prahlad Raj Dalmia Lions College of Commerce and Economics. She's a vice president of Women's Cell of Maharashtra Human Rights and Social Justice Commission. She's also a tarot card reader and a numerologist. She has written around 14 books, some of which are related to the syllables of the national level, and she has written various research papers which are published in national and international journals. So, everybody, please welcome today Ms. Professor Bhavna Singh. How are you, Bhavna?
Thank you so much, Atul.
And
I am good, Atul. How are you?
I'm perfectly fine. And I know how Bhavna for many years, and every time I meet her, I get this positive vibes from her. And she's always smiling, she's always positive, and she's a very close friend of mine. And she has done seriously a lot of work in NGOs and helping people, to achieve success. And I mean, you can read out her material online, and she's really good at that. Right, Bhavna?
Yes, thank you so much, Atul.
Yeah, so I mean, this was I contacted Bhavna for the interview probably a month back, and I said that I want to do something for my students because I want to learn a lot of things from you, and so that she was very busy at that particular point in time, but she had taken out the time for us. So thank you once again, Bhavna. So the first question, Bhavna, I want to ask you. So why did you choose teaching as a profession?
Okay, when we talk about teaching, actually my mother is a teacher. And since her childhood, I have seen my mother teaching the students, and I have been around them. So I also had the passion of teaching. I always wanted to be a teacher, but due to some personal reasons, I had to join BPO. So actually, I was in BPO industry for 8 years, but there also my passion for teaching didn't end. I used to take training batches. I became an acting team leader where I used to train. I was very favorite student, but yes, my colleague over there. And then I thought, no, I want to live my dream, and my dream is to become a teacher. Then I did my B.Ed after 8 years, and after completing 8 years in the BPO industry, I thought I'll continue with my studies. So I completed my B.Ed, then I did my Masters in English Literature, and then I joined the college. And now I am with my dear students, I'm teaching them. I think that it is very important to take forward the generation, the younger generation, because they are the future of our country.
Correct.
So that is what I would like to say. Teaching is my favorite, you can say, the profession.
Correct. And teaching as a profession itself is it's a noble cause altogether because we actually develop the future of people, and basically teachers are very important today, and you are actually doing a very noble cause, Bhavna, for getting into this teaching field and empowering people. So starting off with the empowerment, and since you have you are a tarot reader as well, numerologist, and that's how you kept on learning altogether. So wanted to ask you this question is. What are your comments on women empowerment? Why do you think that it is important for women now to step in outside their comfort zone and get into this business lobby, which is called as entrepreneurship and all that? So what are your views on that?
I feel women empowerment. When you say this particular term is like a feeling for me. It is not just a term, women empowerment. The reason why I'm saying it is like a feeling because it is a very sensitive topic. Though how much ever we will say that yes, women are there, they are empowered, they are working hand in hand with men, but they are not. Frankly speaking, they are not. They are not getting enough opportunities which they should be getting. If you talk about the education line, if you talk about employment, everywhere, still we can see the discrimination. I'm telling you this because I have done a conference on women empowerment and I have gone deeply into these issues. If I talk about being a vice president of a National Human Rights Commission, over there also on a daily basis we come with so many situations where women, are facing so many problems. If they want to start their career, if we are talking about entrepreneurship, if they want to start the new venture, they will not get so many opportunities which a man will get. So women empowerment is something which should be, taken care of now, at least in the 21st century. And if we talk about entrepreneurship is like right now, it's a very fast growing business. We can take the example of Shark Tank. Shark Tank actually started in America and now it is a very famous show in India.
Right.
Everybody is watching that particular, actually you can say that particular show, and they are getting the inspiration. So actually there are so many women who can, come ahead, they can give their ideas over there, and they can even get the sponsorship, because actually the people have got so many bright ideas which they can incorporate now.
Definitely, that's a very noble thing. What you said is, since you are already associated with the women's cell and human rights and all that, so basically you must have come across a lot of situations wherein when it compares to men, there are not that kind of opportunities which are available for them as well, right? Because they have to think from all different angles. Men has to only think from one set of the society, but women, on the other hand, has to think from all the angles, and that's how she has to make decisions. And since you have actually inspired a lot of people to actually come forward and join this forum of doing business. Basically, any skill that you want to convert into a business, they can do that now. Correct? So let me ask you another question, Bhavna. What motivates you in your growing life?
Okay, I think that we should keep on going. I cannot sit a minute idly. I cannot just be there, not doing anything, just watching TV. I cannot do that. The reason why I'm saying this is because you cannot just be now, you have to do multitasking. You cannot be just sticking to one particular thing. I know I am a teacher. Okay, my profession is teaching the students. But it's not that just I'm teaching the students. With that, I feel I need to do something else for the society. Because society is giving us so much, we also need to give back the society. So on Sundays, I go to NGOs, I teach poor children. I also have learned tarot card and numerology to guide the people. I keep on learning new skills. I keep on doing something new. So that keeps me, busy. I feel that, okay, something or the other, I'm doing something or the other. I'm not just being at home and just teaching and that's it, I'm done. So I feel that keep going in your life, and then only you would be like really happy in your life. That is the smiling mantra, you can say.
Correct, definitely. And you have a really beautiful smile, Bhavna. And that's what is inspiring a lot of young minds as well. And since you are in that forum of teaching, and basically we have to encourage people to come out of that comfort zone and do something for the society as well, right? Since you are already a teacher, you have a 9 to 5 job, but still on the other hand, you are taking your extra time out, and you're doing something for the society, which is a noble cause altogether. I really respect you for this. So let's moving on to the next question. What things to keep in mind before somebody wants to start their own venture, especially women?
Whenever you're starting your own venture, the first and foremost thing is planning. If you haven't planned anything, you cannot just say, okay, fine, I want to start a venture. You have to first plan that how exactly you need to go about everything. Once you've planned, you need to do research on the market, because you are coming on the market, you are going to do the business in the market. So you have to do thoroughly a research on what exactly is going in the market, what exactly is trendy. Then you need to go ahead and see that who are your competitors. For example, if I'm starting a venture of a product which is already established in the market, they already have a brand, then definitely nobody is going to go for your brand. So you have to think out of the box. You have to think something unique, and then only your venture is going to be successful. You have to think about the labor force. You have to think about other financial things. All those things are there. But before everything, planning is very much important. Where you plan each and every stage how you are going to go about it, and then only your venture will be successful.
So planning is something which is highly recommended by Bhavna Singh when it comes to starting off with your own business. So all the women who are listening to this right now, take the suggestion handy that whenever you want to start something, whenever you have to implement something, do with a proper plan, go with a proper plan, understand all the aspects, and then eventually start, right? And let me ask you this question, Bhavna. How did you land up in tarot card reading and numerology? Basically, can you throw some light on that?
Yes, actually, my mother is already a tarot card reader. She's a Reiki grandmaster. She's a tarot card reader. She's a numerologist. So she has been doing it for last 20 years. But for me, I have been doing a lot of things. Like I was earlier in BPO, then shifted to teaching. Then I have been going to NGOs, then human rights. But then I thought, apart from that, we need to be somewhere or the other spiritual as well. After, somewhere or the other, we are just running after money. We are just running after the practical things. I think spirituality is something which should be there, and it gives us peace. So whenever I go ahead and do tarot card, like obviously I learned it from my mother, but when I learned it, then I really feel good. Whenever I do tarot for someone, I feel that particular spirituality which is coming in me. So that is the reason.
Correct. The spirituality is the important aspect altogether that we have to understand, and everything works on spirituality. That's what my constellation is basically. And since you're doing this tarot card reading and numerology, so where we can connect with you in terms if any of our clients wants to understand about tarot reading and numerology. So where can we connect with you, Bhavna?
You can connect with me on my Instagram ID, which is
Okay.
Bhavna Singh 2445, and or you can even call me on my number 9833031573, and I
Okay.
can definitely guide you with everything.
Definitely, definitely. All these people who are listening to us right now, I will share all the information with the links as well in this video below. So kindly go and visit Bhavna Singh on our Instagram handle and Facebook handle as well, and get to know her more details about this because tarot reading and numerology it's a very vast subject altogether, and it has a lot of spirituality also involved in it. And she's actually doing three tasks at once. No, not three. I would say four tasks in the normal time that we've got of 6, 7, 8 hours. She's first of all she's a woman. That's a very important task that she has. Then secondly, she is working as a professor, so that means she has to go to college and come back. She has this human rights commission where she's a vice president, so when there also she has to go and work. And the third part is that she's a tarot card reader and numerology. So over there also she has to give time and understand the client's requirement and fulfill those. And the most important part is that she has to maintain the house as well, right? So taking care of the kids, taking care of husband, taking of the entire house, and the whole responsibility is on her shoulders. And being a woman, it's an inspiration to speak with Bhavna, is because by doing this 4-5 tasks at once, it requires a big brave. So congratulations to you, Bhavna, and seriously, you're doing a noble cause to serve in society, and I help you and wish you progress in life. And thank you once again. Thank you for taking your time out.
Thank you so much, Sachin.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye, Bhavna.
Bye.